Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Josh Hands Coins. In this video we're going to be looking at some pre-decimal pennies, so stay tuned because this video is going to be an interesting one. So these are the pennies that we're going to be looking at today. There's a lot of them, as you can see. I need to split them into two batches before they fall down, so let me just try and even them up at the best. Oh yeah, okay, that's as best as I'm going to be able to get it. So a short backstory. These coins are from one of my teachers. One of my teachers brung a load of coins in and found a load of coins, and they brung some in, and a lot of them are just common coins. There's some silver in there. You might have seen some silver on my channel. Those have all come from the same teacher, and these pennies were in there, and I did make a list, and I have taken some that I need for my date run, and I've probably also got some duplicates in here as well. So yeah, we're going to be looking through them today. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to start with this pile, so let's get this one out the way. I'm going to put them in date order as I can, but sometimes I won't be able to put them in date order because they won't be in date order. So yeah, let's start. So the first coin is a 1929 King George V penny. So that can be the first one that I put down there. And then quickly following that, we got 28, 31. So I'll just leave a gap for a 30. There it is. So 30, 37, 36. It's a 35 George V. I'm not going to say the monarchs because you can probably tell by the years on the age of these coins. There's a 34, again George V. As a fact, they didn't make any, well, they did make some pennies in 1933, but they're so hard to find that obviously there's no spaces in any Whitman albums. We'll come back to those in a minute. So yeah, here's a 1932 George V. So let me just put that there, and I'll move these along. And this is a 1939, 1938, 1940, 1944, 1945, 46, 47, 48, and a 49. Now, there is one thing to note about the 1949. On the 1948 penny, you can see that there are the words Ind Imp. Now this stands for Emperor of India, and obviously India became independent in 1947, but Ind Imp wasn't removed on the coins until 1949. So here's a 1949. You can see that the words Ind Imp have been removed. So here's the 48 and here's the 49. So yeah, they removed those words because obviously King George VI wasn't Emperor of India anymore. So I just thought I'd show that because that is pretty interesting. But anyway, let's continue. There are no 50 and 51. Sadly, those coins are very scarce, and there weren't any of those in there. But 1949 is a date that I don't see too often. I don't think it's rare though. But anyway, here we got 1966, 1965, 1964, and then 1963. I'm going to move on to the second batch. Let's move the camera. I'm going to move on to the second batch, and we're going to go through it, and then I'm going to organise these into date order, and then I'm going to put any duplicates off to the side. Okay, here's a 1916. Now, I'm going to probably need to put all the coins down again, so let me just get these out of the way. So, here is a 1916 George V penny. Now this just looks like a normal coin, and it is a normal coin in many ways, but it isn't a normal coin when you flip it over on the portrait side. By the way, Bertram McKennell designed George V's portrait. So yeah, here it is. It's in quite good condition actually. So this is a 1916 recessed ear penny. Now what this kind of means is the ear has been recessed into the coin. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go and quickly grab my 1916 in my album, because it isn't a recessed ear version, so I'll probably be able to show you the difference. So I'll be right back in a second. So this is the 1916 penny from my date run. So they both appear the same, right? This is the recessed ear one, and this is the normal one. So the main difference is in the teeth around the edge of the coin. So I don't know how well this is going to zoom in, but I'm going to try my best. So if you look up here above the word Brit and Om, you can see that all of the teeth are present on the normal 1916. This is a common 1916. It's probably only going to be worth about £1 in this condition, and you can see that the ear isn't properly recessed into the coin. Now here is the 1916 that I got today. So you can probably see that the ear is a bit more recessed into the coin. I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but the ear is a bit more recessed into the coin. And I don't know if you can see, but just above that colon, the tooth is broken. So this is known as the broken tooth recessed ear error. It affects 1 in 4 King George V 1916 pennies. You can also find them on the 1915s. I actually do have a 1915, so I'll show you that as well. But this is a cool error. It's not going to be worth that much. It's probably only be worth about £3 or £4. But it's in good condition, and yeah, it's still a really nice coin. So yeah, that's put that one down there, and I'll get this one out of the way, and we'll continue. Anyway, so here is a Queen Victoria 1899 penny. The next one is from 1900, again Queen Victoria. I think these are going to be upgrades for my Whitman album. I will show you that in a sec. Here we've got a nice shiny 1967. 1967 is the last year of the big pre-decimal penny. After 1967, they resized it into the smaller coin that is found in circulation today, and because it was the last year of production, they made a ton of these. I think they made about 240 million, so even in this condition, it's not going to be worth a lot. The next one's nice though. It's got some really nice detail. I wonder what year this one's from. Oh, 1917. That's very nice. Look at the amount of detail on that coin. This is definitely an upgrade for my one. My one's quite worn, and yeah, I'm very happy with this. It's in very nice condition. You can clearly see the BM initials down there for Bertram McKennell, and this is a very detailed coin. You can see all of the king's hair and the moustache and beard, and you can see Britannia's shield. Now on the George V pennies, it is quite rare to see Britannia's shield, so it's really nice to see one like this because they're usually quite worn. This one does have some signs of wear, but it is better than average, so yeah, that's very nice. That is going to be a upgrade for my collection. So yeah, like I say, I'm just gonna categorize these. I'm gonna put upgrades, duplicates, and new ones for my date run into different categories at the end, but we'll get through the coins first, and then I'll go off camera, and then I'll sort them all out. But anyway, here's another 1967, so this is our first duplicate, so I'm not going to put that down. Let's get that out of the way. Here we go, we've got a 1929. That's another duplicate. Here we go, this one is a 1914, start of the First World War. Decent condition, but it's average condition. You can see what I mean. You can see the shield on the 1917, but on this coin it's a bit faded away and a bit worn away, so yeah, that's just average condition. Here we go, now the 1963. We've got 1962, that is a date that we don't have yet. 1965, a bit dirty, already got that one. 1919, very damaged. It is a new date that we haven't had today, so I'll put that one down, but I don't think it's a new one for my date run. Oh, look at that, it's destroyed. Huh, it's a 1917. Well, you can clearly see the quality of that compared to that. Definitely look at the state of that. It's very, very bad. Okay, this is a 1936, George V. Already had that one. 1967 again. 1946, I think we've had a 46, haven't we? Let me look. Yeah, we have. 1931, have we had a 31? Yes, we have. Actually, we have not. Actually, no, yeah, we have had a 31. I just thought a 31 was a 32 for a second. Because the 31 on the board appeared to be a 32, and I thought we hadn't had a 31 yet, but we have already had a 31 today, so excuse me. Here's a 1967 again. Really shows you how common they are. And there's another one. 1912 without the H mint mark. That one is a bit scarcer. They actually made more 1912s with no H mint mark, but they're actually scarcer to find for some reason without the H mint mark. So that is probably going to be one that I don't have, so let's put that down. Here's the 1915 recessed. I'll put that down there for a second. Let's get through the rest. Another 1915, so we'll use that one to compare it. And then the 1920, I don't think I've got that date either. Okay, so these are all of our duplicates. So let me get those out of the way. So let's have a look at the 1915s, because I think at least one of them's a recessed ear. I don't think both of them are recessed ears, but I think at least one of them's a recessed ear. So just like the 1916, we're going to look up here and see if one of the teeth are missing. So on this one, the teeth are not missing. So that one is the common one, 1915. And this one, as you can probably see the little broken tooth up there? So that is the 1915 recessed ear. So I have got both of the varieties now, so that's nice. This coin is worth a little bit more, it's a bit scarcer. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, it's really nice to have that as a variety. So let me put that down with the 1916. And that 1915, we haven't had that yet, so I'll put that down as well. But yeah, let me just go off camera now, and I'll go and organise all of these coins, and I'll be back when I've done that. Okay guys, so I put all the coins in date order. Let's just review what we got today. So we've got pennies from 1912 going all the way up to 1966. These are going to fill a lot of gaps in my collection. At some point I'm probably going to make a video showing you my penny date run with all of the new additions. This video is quite long, so I'm not going to show me adding the coins into the date run. But yeah, it's a lot of coins for the date run. But yeah, let's just go through the best finds, shall we? So I think the best finds are the 1916 recessed ear penny and the 1915 recessed ear penny. I also had a look. These are some upgrades. So even though the 1967's common, mine's in pretty bad condition, so that will be an upgrade for that coin. this gorgeous 1917 is going to be upgrading my current one, and these two Victorias from 1899 and 1900 are going to be upgrading the current ones in my Whitman album. Before I sign off, I'm just going to show you a Whitman album and show you what it looks like. You probably have seen one of these if you're a regular viewer of the channel, and you've probably seen this exact album before. So they basically look like this, and they've made loads of years. For example, they've done one from 1860 to 1880, this one 1881 to 1901, and then 1902 to 1929, and then 1930 to 1966. So they're laid out like this. You put the coins into the slots, and yeah, it's quite interesting, and it's quite satisfying to fill them up. So what I'm probably going to do at some point, I'm going to buy Whitman albums to put these pennies in instead of having them in my British Pre-Decimal album, because I think it would be nicer to have them in Whitman albums, and I'm sure you would agree as well. But yeah guys, I hope that was a very cool video for you guys today. Like usual, if you found this video cool and you want to support my channel, then maybe consider hitting the subscribe button. It's the best way to help my channel, and yeah, it really helps it grow, guys. And anyway, if you don't do that, just thank you for watching, and yeah, I really appreciate everyone who watches my videos. So yeah, I hope I see you again next time, and if I see you again next time, I'll see you in my next video.